Boston Strangler. In 1962, Boston Record American reporter Loretta McLaughlin investigates 3 cases of older women who were raped and murdered by strangulation in the Boston area. She confirms the victims all had stockings tied around their necks in a bow, probably connecting the crimes to a serial killer. The story angers Boston law enforcement as well as Loretta's boss, who plans to kill the report to protect the company. When a 4th victim is found, Loretta and fellow reporter Jean Cole decide to continue the investigation. The 2 women endure rampant sexism in their workplace and society. Loretta's marriage is strained by her long hours, and her family is harassed. While writing the articles, Loretta coins the name the Boston Strangler. 1 year later, a 7th woman named Sophie Clark is murdered. A neighbor encountered a man who could be the killer, and she provides a vague description. Sophie was much younger than previous victims, which breaks the Strangler's pattern. Loretta and Jean later discover that the Boston Police Department is botching the investigation and not sharing information with other cities. Similar murders, like one committed in New York City by a man named Paul Dempsey, have been overlooked. Albert DeSalvo, a suspect in the investigation, is taken into custody. Sophie's neighbor is asked to identify him in a lineup, but she picks a different man, George Nasser. Despite this, in 1964, DeSalvo confesses to all 13 murders. Police do not have enough evidence to tie him to the murders, so he is instead convicted for earlier crimes of robbery and sexual offenses, and sentenced to life imprisonment. By 1965, Loretta learns from a police detective in Ann Arbor, Michigan, that there have been 6 murders there that are identical to the Boston Strangler's work. She travels to Ann Arbor and learns the most likely suspect is Daniel Marsh,